begin today, I wanted us to place one hand on our heart and the other on the stomach. Feeling the inhale and the exhale. So maybe close down the eyes. Find presence in the room. Breathing in, we feel the chest rise. Breathing out, feel everything fall. Gently beginning at the crown of the head, starting to scan down, letting the attention flow through the body. Just kind of taking stock, seeing what's there, what's going on today. Letting that attention flow down through the neck, shoulders, the back, down the side body, to the hips, taking just a minute to be okay with what is today. If there's a pose, a shape that isn't going to work for your body, extend a little gratitude, a little understanding, taking a moment to set an intention to be good to yourself today. Deepening the breath, breathing in to a count of 4, holding at the top for 4, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, pausing at the bottom. Repeating that square breath, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold at the bottom. Inhale, 3, pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Deeply inhale, pause. Exhale, 2, 4x4 breath. Beginning to bring movements into the breath. As we round forward, exhale, 2, 3, 4. And inhale, rise up, puff the chest out, shoulder blades come back. Exhale, come forward, round through that spine, chin tucks, gaze comes towards the belly button. Inhale, seated cat-cow, moving back and forth, warming up that spine just a little bit. Anchoring down through those sits bones, those couch cushions, whatever you like to call them. As you feel that ripple flow up and down through the spine, all the way up to the neck, through the shoulders, the back. Very gently bringing the arms into it, drawing circles, opening up, reaching back with the fingertips as you come up on your inhale. And then rounding forward, exhale, reach towards the front of the mat. Inhale, we come up, opening up through the arms, the chest, pressing everything forward. Exhale, reverse. Begin to find that meditation and movement, that back and forth with your breath. So you find some flexibility through your spine. Beginning to wake the body up. Easing into your weekend. A few more times each side. And we're all going to meet together with our arms behind us, opening up through that chest, leaning back onto the hands, crawling them back just a little bit more as you open through that heart, maybe even tipping the head back. Pausing here to breathe deeply, filling that chest as full as it'll go, puffing your heart forward. Exhale. One more beautiful round of breath. Exhale, let's dive forward all the way onto hands and knees. So putting those wrists underneath the shoulders. That's not my joints here. Knees underneath the hips. You can curl the toes, you can leave them flat, whatever works for you. We are going to be on our knees for just a little bit, so if you've got grumpy knees this morning, you can roll up that mat. If you've got sweatshirt, socks, anything else you want to put under your knees, go ahead and make that adjustment. Make sure your knees are feeling okay. As we flow through cat and cow, reaching the heart forward, and then arching like a Halloween cat. Gaze comes to the belly button. And reverse. Bring the shoulders back, chin comes forward, make a nice smile, and then round it out. Exhale. Let's begin to flow back and forth with your inhale and exhale. So your inhale brings your stomach down to the ground. Your exhale hisses everything out, rounds towards the ceiling like a hissing Halloween cat. Easy way to remember which is cat, which is cow. When you're in cow, your cow udders come down towards the ground. When you're in cat, you're arching like you're angry and you're a cat. So fun ways to remember which is which. As long as you're flowing back and forth through each of them, you are doing Good. Going, flowing back. Maybe finding just a little bit more movement, waking up through the hips, the spine. Finding what feels good. Maybe even going off the rails a little bit with those hips. Moving back and forth, up and down. A few more seconds. And then we are going to take a deep inhale, curl all of our toes, and lift the hips up as we find the first down dog of our day. Possibly the first down dog of our day. I don't know how many of you are addicted to yoga like I am. So if this is the first down dog of your day, it's really nice to pedal those feet out and let the heels come off the floor. Bring one knee in, the other knee in. Starting off being gentle with your body. You don't need to straighten the legs right off the bat. As long as that back is nice and straight, spine's doing okay, those knees can be bent. On your exhale, let's bring that right foot forward. And that back knee comes down. Ooh, coming into that kneeling lunge. So you should bring that back left knee far enough back to where you feel a nice juicy stretch through that quad, that hamstring. Make sure you're not dumping into that front knee. We want to be good to our knees. We don't want to dump into them. Rising all the way up. Growing tall, reaching higher. Breathe here. Deep inhale as the crown of the head rises towards the sky. Exhale. Maybe shoulders come out. Oh, yeah, YMCA arms, not bologna sandwich heads, right? Making sure those shoulders are plugged in. And then let's open up. Bring that back foot down. Kickstand it just a little bit as we come into a kneeling warrior two. Your heart is turning towards that mirror. Beautiful. Checking in, saying, I got this. Giving yourself a good pep talk there just for a second as you breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Let's turn that foot all the way towards the back. Nice. As we straighten that right leg, coming down onto the left hand. Nice. You guys can follow directions. This is great. Coming into that kneeling side plank. Feeling that beautiful, blissful stretch along the side body. Holding it here. And then let's windmill everything towards the sky, rising up, fingertips reach tall as we come all the way into gate pose. So those fingertips are going to come towards that straight leg now. You feel that side stretch on the other side. Hold it here. Beautiful. Pressing hips, heels, everything forward. Feeling that opening along the inner thigh. Breathe through it. Coming all the way up towards the sky again. And rain it down. Hands come to the floor in front of you. Oh, that deepens some kind of stretch. Whoa. Maybe feeling it on the inner thigh, maybe the back of the leg now. Breathe through it for one more cycle of breath. Exhale, and then that right hand is going to come all the way up towards the sky, twisting it out. Breathe here. Feel the crown of the head charge towards that mirror. Spine grows straighter. Some fingertips tickle towards the back of the room. Beautiful. And coming all the way up, reaching tall. Deep inhale. Exhale, loop it through. Now, if the wrists are getting a little cranky right now, you can do fists for wrists. Sometimes that feels real good. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we thread the armpit needle. Going back and forth. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, arm comes underneath. Two more, reaching up. And all the way through. And twisting out that spine, wringing out all of the tension. And then underneath, all the way through. Bring that hand down towards the ground. Reset just for a second. Beautiful. We are going to come all the way to the front of the mat, turning that right leg, those right toes forward for half splits. Oh my goodness sakes. So as we turn around on that knee, I told you that knee's going to get a little love today. We are going to bring the toes back towards the knee, straighten that leg. Blocks are gorgeous. Should have given you some forewarning there. As you come onto that heel, feel that deep stretch to that hamstring. Those blocks can help keep you straight. Keep that spine feeling healthy and happy. Oh, time flies when we're having fun. Let's go ahead and come all the way into a forward fold. Front of the mat. Nice. Ragdoll. Holding the arms, shaking the head, bending the knees, letting it go. Finding a little fun, free, funky movements. You release through that low back. Tension drains from the shoulders. Beautiful, and let's bend generously into those knees. Bring that core alive. Heart charges forward as we come into chair pose. Chair pose. Beautiful. Rising all the way up. Deep inhale. All the way back down into chair. We're going to flow. Exhale, we chair. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we chair. Inhale, we rise. Now this is where it turns into your practice, nobody else's. So if you're going faster or slower than me, slower is beautiful. I love slow. You embrace that. I love popcorn class. Just so you know, if I look out and see people doing their own thing, satisfaction right there. Oh, just a few more, warming up, bringing some heat, some energy into those thighs, low back. Maybe even squeezing in a little back bend just to come all the way up. And rise tall, drizzle it all the way down. Woo, beautiful. This time right foot comes back. Let's find that kneeling lunge. We're gonna stretch out that right hip, that right hamstring, or that right quad now. Oh my goodness sakes. Rising all the way up, grow tall. Find that deep breath. Feeling that deep stretch through the back leg. Crown of the head floats towards the sky. Maybe like snow in reverse. Think about it that way. Breathe through it. And then let's kickstand that back leg. Warrior two, kneeling. Finding that turn towards the door. Beautiful. Pause here, feeling good. I love it. Let's bring that front leg straight. We're going to switch it up a little. So coming into that half splits right off the bat. Blocks are really helpful. You can flex them on either side of the leg. Or, it's up to you. Find the stretch that works for your body. One more good inhale. One more good exhale. And then come onto that foot. Bring everything up into gate pose. Rising tall. Hinge over towards that straight leg. So all of our hearts are towards the door. Beautiful. The left leg is straight. And you are holding a beach ball that you are trying to plant onto your left foot. Breathing deeply, finding your edge. Reaching all the way up. Let's windmill it around, finding that side plank. Kneeling side plank. Feeling that stretch along the side body. Beautiful. Breathe deep into it. Rediscover your breath. Rising all the way up. Let's bring those hands in front of us. Plant them on the ground. You might notice a deeper stretch through that thigh. Raising that left hand up towards the sky now. Let's swing it on underneath that armpit. Flowing back and forth, reaching all the way up, twisting it out on the inhale. Exhale, we thread that armpit needle. Rising up. And again, moving as slow or as fast as your breath is telling you it wants to go there. Let's find 2 more. Before bringing that hand all the way down, planting those fingertips, those palms on the floor, digging into this beautiful stretch one more time before turning yourself all the way to the front of your mat, meeting in forward fold. Again, ragdoll, shake it out. This time we're going to come halfway up, flatten that back, find that heart offer. So crown of the head charges forward, your back, your spine, your neck is as straight as it can be with a very gentle bend in the knees, gazes towards the floor. Let's keep that flat back with us as we come all the way into plank pose. Woo! Step, hop, whatever gets you back there. And hey, half plank is beautiful too. I love half plank. Pause here just to feel a little strength, building a little fire coming from heels, knees, thighs, hips, obliques, core, upper body, man, arms, maybe they're shaken by now, that's fine. And slow lower down, controlled, slow, all the way to the floor. And we are going to bring the tops of the feet to the mat, peeling the heart up, finding cobra pose. Pausing here in cobra as we bring the heart up, strengthening the back. So, cobra tail is pressed flat into the ground. Hips are solid. Your cobra arms, they are tucked in towards your side body, and they are pulling back. Chin stays tucked. Pause and hold here. Feel strength building. Let's come through a kneeling position, all the way into down dog. Ooh. Again, feel free to pedal it out. Feels kind of good. And then step or hop towards the front of your mat. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And drizzle it down. Float everything towards the floor. Halfway up, flatten the back, heart offer. Plank pose. Breathe here, feel strong before slowly lowering down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Slow as she goes. And then peeling that heart up off the floor. Cobra or up dog this time, whatever's in your practice. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Let's step or hop towards the front of the mat. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Drizzle it down, midline of the body, forward fold. Halfway up, flat back, shoulders peel away from the ears. You can do it, plank pose. Slow lower down. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Oh, you're almost there. Breathe through it. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Drizzle it down. Halfway up, flat back. Shoulders peel away from the ears. All the way down, plank pose. Last one for now. You can do it. Slow lower down. Cobra or up dog. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. This is where you feel the blood pumping to your head. You feel your heart going, your lungs going. Kind of taking a moment to be thankful that they still work. I'm glad I still have mine around. Let's bring that right heel up towards the sky, opening up through the hip, feeling that opening along the side body. Beautiful. And let's swing it all the way on through. We're going to meet together in a beautiful warrior one. So planting that back foot, make sure you're not curtsying to the queen. Nice. Generous bend through that front knee as you reach arms up. Deep inhale, pause here, breathe through it. Nice. Maybe going a little deeper if that's what you want from your practice today. And then opening up warrior two towards the mirror. Turn your hearts, your arms, your shoulders, your head. Everything goes towards the mirror as your knees, they stay perfect. It's great. So you generally see a lot of knees flop in when we transition to warrior two. Feel free to remember to press it back towards the door. As you open up, oh, beautiful. Let's stay deep bent through that front knee as we reach right fingertips towards the sky, finding that reverse, that humble warrior. Option to find the bind there with that forearm on the low back, if that fits good for you. Feeling that deep, beautiful side stretch, breathe through it. Windmill everything around, finding side angle. Stretch one side of the body, we gotta give the other side some love too. Breathe. All the way back up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, reach forward, coming into triangle. Once you have reached as far as you can windmill the arms around, maybe finding shins, blocks, floors, whatever keeps that spine beautiful and straight and strong. Do what's right for your body. Breathe through it. Coming out, same way we came in, reaching forward like you just don't want to leave the pose. Oh, but you have to because we're going to bend that front knee and come into a lunge. So pivoting on that back toe. Whoa, that's a little tippy. Bend generously through that front knee, reaching arms up. We're going to bring them down to heart center. Exhale, inhale. Find your peace. Find your power. Gather energy. You can do this. Pressing everything forward. Beautiful. And then coming back into the center, moving slow like a turtle through peanut butter. As we press forward. And come back. Generating just a little heat here. Slow, controlled press. And we return. This is where things get a little tough, so sometimes I tell yogi jokes. So why, oh, this is what I've told before, maybe you've heard it. Why didn't the bagel enjoy yoga? Because it was really hard to find its center. You've got two more, you can do it. Pressing and returning and then pressing. Oh, they get faster because we want to get through it, don't we? Beautiful. Let's plant that back foot coming into pyramid pose. Oh, bring it in just a little bit, straighten that front leg. Find your blocks if you got them. Hinge at the hips. Oh, we have strengthened, we have warmed, we have given some beautiful heat to that front right leg. Now we're going to stretch it out blissfully. So if you have blocks, bring them on either side of your ankle, your shin, whatever your body mechanics are telling you it wants to do today. Find those blocks, bringing that left hip forward. See if you can press the right hip back just a little bit. Deeply, deeply stretch. options here. If you have that block, place your left palm on the block, tall tower style. If you do not have a block, bring that left hand to your hip. Oh, sorry. So if you do not have a block, bring the right hand to your hip. If you do have a block, press the left hand into it, tall tower style. If you do not have a block, bring the right hand into the hip. We are going to turn our hearts towards that straight front leg, towards the right, coming into that twist. Nice. And then unwind. Coming to forward fold, front of your mat. Maybe wiggling out the knees just a little bit. We're going to flow through our sun salutation, or you have the option just to meet us in down dog. So if you're flowing with us, reaching up, extended mount, forward fold, halfway up, flat back, shoulders peel away from the ears, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Hey, told you we'd get there. Breathing through it. Again, if those knees are bent, no worries. Good, you're fine. Bring that left heel up towards the sky now. Let's open up through that hip, through that beautiful, blissful opening as heel comes open towards the right side. And swing it on through. We are going to find our warrior one on the other side. So finding that deep bend through that left knee, we're going to come in warrior one, reaching up. Breathing through it. Making a nice number 11 or YMCA arms. Whatever suits you best. You find your warrior one. And opening up towards the door, warrior two. Beautiful. Pausing here in your warrior two. Sinking those hips lower if you're here for the strength. Beautiful. Okay, stay deep through that front knee. We're building strength, we're building power as we reach left fingertips towards the sky. Reverse warrior, humble warrior. Option for that bind, if you want to bring forearm to the low back, that's fine. If not, just hold it here, feel powerful, strong. And then windmill it around, finding side angle. Beautiful. Coming all the way back up through warrior two. Straighten the front leg, reach forward, coming into triangle pose. Reach, 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 reach. And when you just cannot reach anymore, you realize that poking me in the eye is not an option today. You can windmill those arms around. Gaze can be towards the floor, it can be right in front of you, or it can be up towards the fingertips. Finding your triangle. Enjoy this beautiful, juicy, strengthening pose. And then coming all the way back up, all slow, like you just don't want to leave it. We're going to bend that front knee, coming forward into that lunge. So up on the back toe, I could come and tickle all your heels if you felt like it. Bend deep through that front knee, reaching the arms up. Everything comes down to heart center. And we press forward. And bringing in fresh, new, fun, blissful energy. Pressing all of the yucky stuff out, anything you want to get rid of. And then in we go. Exhale, we press. Inhale back into the middle. Exhale, we press. did it. So, if you left those blocks somewhere else, bring them on with you. Bring the back foot in. Try and square off your hips towards the front of the room. Hips, heart, eyes, everything pointing forward. If you don't know how to do that, you can put those wrists on your hips. And if they're kind of cockeyed, pointing somewhere else, try to bring them forward. And line up those hip headlights with the front of the room. Hinging into your pyramid pose. Finding blocks, they're beautiful, I love them. So enjoy this juicy, blissful forward fold. Then, if you have that right hand on a block, tall tower style, keep it there. If you do not have blocks, hands can come to the hips as you find your twist towards the mirror. Your gaze turns towards the mirror, towards that left side. Unwinding, coming into that forward fold. Whew. Again, ragdoll, let it go, shake it out, yes and no. Maybe fold the arms, bend the knees. And bringing that attention into the feet. Feel them root into the ground as you grow up towards the sky, reaching crown of the head towards the ceiling, shoulders peel back and down. Deep breath. Pausing in mountain just for a second. We're going to uproot our right foot, finding tree pose. So bring all the weight into that standing left foot. Bring that bottom of your foot, that sole, that arch, to the ankle, calf, skipping over every part of the knee if you're coming up higher than that. Or hey, maybe even your tree pose today involves that half lotus, cradling the foot up into the hip crease there. Whoa, you have options. Hands can be on the hips, they can be at heart center, or if you really want to play with your balance, we wiggle, we wobble, we fall. It's no big deal. If you're looking at me, you're definitely going to wiggle and wobble and fall because I'm tippy. You can reach those arms up. Woo! Playing around like trees in the wind. Mat is your playground today. It's where you get to experiment and then come all the way down. Oh. Let's circle sweep those arms towards the sky. Drizzle them down, midline forward fold. And then rolling all the way back up. Shoulders eventually loop back and down. We are going to uproot our left foot and come into tree pose on the other side. So planting that foot, that sole, that arch into something, whether it's the floor, the ankle, the calf. If you look closely, each tree is just a little different. Find your tree pose. Do your best in this shape to look like you. good. You're done. Coming all the way out. Let's circle sweep those arms up. Gathering beautiful energy above the head and planting it in your heart. Coming forward, forward. Ooh. We are going to make our way into a wide leg squat. So widen out the feet, wide as the mat, maybe a little wider. Still in that beautiful forward fold. Toes point out and let the hips come down. Beautiful. Now if you want to find your garland pose, you can press elbows into knees, bring everything out, or just keep the hands right there because we're going to flow back and forth real quick. Coming all the way up, straightening the legs, and then down into garland or your version of the squat. All the way up, stretch it out. We're going to slow it down for these last few, all the way down. Maybe rediscovering that 4x4, that square breath. Pausing here in that squat. And this is where it gets pretty fun. We're going to plop, coming all the way down to the ground. We were so close anyway, we might as well just come all the way down. Bringing those legs forward. Let's find a forward fold. Reaching for knees, shins, ankles. Maybe you have the flexibility to find your toes or even the sides of the feet. So bring a gentle bend, gentle arch to the back of the knee. Straightening the back, shoulders peel down as much as you can. And find that deep forward fold, deep stretch. Gently rolling all the way up, releasing whatever hold you have. We are going to bring the bottoms of the feet together for cobbler pose. Pressing the feet together, knees fall out. Finding that beautiful straight spine. Begin to fold forward, letting the heart melt. Feeling the shoulders release. No need to keep the gaze anywhere in particular. Letting it go. Slowly come all the way back up, anchoring those sits bones into the ground. As you bring knees together, just continuing to roll all the way onto your back, bringing the knees in with you. Gently planting the bottoms of the feet on the floor. Opening the arms towards the sides, scooching the hips over towards the right, and letting the knees fall to the left. hips over towards the left. Let the knees gently fall to the right. Those feet back towards the earth, knees point towards the sky. Bring the fingertips towards the heels. See if you can scoop the heels just a little bit farther than where the fingertips land. Preparing for gentle bridge pose. If you have a block, I'd love for you to be able to try supported bridge, placing that block underneath the hips, that low back, that sacral area. As you rise up, pausing, holding. Taking one more good inhale, feeling fresh air flow into the lungs. Exhale. Releasing the block, coming all the way down. Stretching the feet long. As you reach arms above the head, bringing the heels together, glide them over towards the left side of your mat, the left corner of your mat. And with those arms above your head, feel them reach, arch over towards the upper left corner of your mat. Finding banana pose. Everything back towards the midline, pausing there to stretch, full body stretch. And then bringing those toes, those heels over towards the right corner of your mat. Those fingertips follow suit. Feeling that side stretch along the left side of your body. Everything back in one straight line, stretch, and then let the fingertips float down by your hips. Feet fall open like pages of your favorite book. So feel your body settle into the ground beneath you. Bringing the attention to the third eye. Feeling that crease in your forehead soften. As calm begins to flow through ears, relaxing through the jaw. Base of the skull, the back of the neck. Feeling shoulder blades melt into the floor. As arms become heavy. Heart becomes light. Feeling a release in the chest, the abdomen, low back and the hips. Feeling the thighs melt like 2 pads of butter in a hot pan. As that sense of ease flows across knees, shins, backs, calves, tops of the feet, through heels, arches, out through each toe. Hold on, they said. You're a dandelion in the breeze. Look what the winds of change have done to all these autumn leaves. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This big wide world is not for you. Hold on for long enough for the last gust to dance on through. So I held on, held on, held on. They said that's how you know you're strong. But not until I wilted did I notice something wrong. I thought holding on was bravery, but when winds of change do blow, sometimes it's even braver still to let go, let go, let go. Gently bringing the mind back into the room. Begin to feel movement flow through fingers and toes. Maybe even feeling wrists and ankles begin to awaken. We're gently rolling onto your left side. Pausing there, giving the body a moment to equalize, taking with you the benefits of your practice today as you slowly press yourself up, meeting together in a simple seated pose. Hands to heart center, a gesture of gratitude for your body, for your spirit, all the beautiful things that you accomplished today. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Spirit in me recognizes and appreciates the spirit in you. Namaste.